Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Batman Girl, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 81 of my behind the scenes toy photography series here on the CoolFigurez channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. So here we are, guys, once again doing some 1/6 scale shooting. As always, quite a bit of a challenge because of the size, but that's all part of the fun, right, guys? So here I am taking some pics of the Sideshow 1/6 scale Batman. I recently was able to get my hands on this guy for a great price, despite having just picked up the third-party version of this guy. However, I do much more enjoy the official release. I'm super glad I was able to get my hands on this guy. He's a lot more articulated, a lot more detailed. The accessories and everything are a lot nicer on him. So yeah, such a great figure, and so glad to finally add a 1/6 scale Batman to my collection. It's crazy to think I waited this long to add him. I got a Spider-Man and a Goblin before a Batman and Joker, which is crazy to think about since Batman's my guy, but it's nice to finally have him here. And as you can see, he photographs very, very well, despite having some limited articulation. You know, he is single jointed on the elbows, unfortunately. I really think all Batman should be double jointed, but that's just me. So from the official Sideshow, let's go ahead and talk. Actually, I was thinking we were going to go ahead and move into the Crazy Toys third-party version, but no. Instead, we're going to be sticking with some Hot Toys and using the brand new Marty McFly Back to the Future figure that I just got as well. Back to the Future is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, so getting my hands on this guy was a definite win for me personally. So finding a background for this guy was a bit of a challenge because there's not really any images online of just the Back to the Future sets in high res, good angles without Marty and Doc already in the frame, you know, besides like behind the scenes images that aren't even high res or anything. So yeah, unfortunately this was the best that I can do, but it worked out nonetheless. So super happy with the way these pictures came out, and super happy to have this guy in my collection. Like I said, I spent an enormous amount of time trying to get this guy to balance on one foot on a skateboard again, because I thought, well, that would make a really cool thumbnail for the image, and I actually went with a completely different image in the end. So you know, what's that saying? Time enjoyed being wasted is not really time being wasted at all. So I had a great time taking pics of this guy. The likeness to Michael J. Fox is phenomenal. He has that face kind of like Mark Hamill, where it's kind of hard to really pinpoint him and get a good face sculpt, because his face kind of has different features depending on the lighting and where he's at in the scene and everything like that. So yeah, gotta hand it to Hot Toys for giving us such a phenomenal head sculpt with this guy. And honestly, I love the body on this guy. It feels real hefty and stuff, unlike some of the other Hot Toys that I do have, which feel a little hollow and thin. This guy has some heft to him, and this is exactly what I expected from Hot Toys. So yeah, super happy, super awesome to finally have a Back to the Future 1/6 scale figure in my collection. So here we are, back to shooting some more Batman shots, but this time this is the third-party Crazy Toys 1/6 Batman. So as cool as it is getting a 1/6 scale Batman for a decent price, you really do get what you pay for with this guy. The body is really undersized, especially compared to the head. And well, talking about the head, the neck peg came broken for me, but thankfully the head sculpt does stay on the body as long as you don't, you know, tilt it or do anything crazy with it. So I was able to get some pretty decent review pics, but as you can see, the body is really skinny compared to it. It just looks like Batman has a really fat head. But yeah, you know, using once again Digirama, I was able to get some really cool pics of this guy. I really should work on the lighting. I will admit I need to really work on the lighting when working with Digirama, but as with everything, it will come with practice. So this past week I did introduce a new video series here on the channel, an in-depth behind the scenes toy photography video where I go way more in depth in each shot, unlike in this video series where I kind of just go over it really quickly, because like I said in the in-depth video, these are all just time lapse. Now I won't go in depth in this version or in this video because once again it's just the time lapse, but I thought I'd go ahead and include the time lapse from my in-depth behind the scenes toy photography videos in this as well, since it is behind the scenes toy photography. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and that wraps up episode 81 of my behind the scenes toy photography video series here on the CoolFigurez channel. If you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below cube light. That way I know you've made it this far and are enjoying the content. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now enjoy the rest of the video, and as always, have a great fucking day.